White after the made shot for money. And it's White missing. Pass to Murphy. And then Murphy with the dunk.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Outside, Smart. Gallinari kicks to White. Smart on the wing. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide-open shots.
And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah, and teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
And that one falls for Smart.
Marcus.
Substitution on the court.
Brown right side. It's over Ingram, and the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Brown.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Ingram in the front court with Williamson. Money out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Second team foul.
Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doris, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes, rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
That free throw good for money.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Both free throws good for money.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Brown.
Jaylen Brown thrives when it comes to scoring through contact. This is a guy who is constantly looking to initiate that body contact with the defense.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. They get to take on the Bulls in Chicago after this one. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Williamson against Tatum. It's Brogdon on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And they call an illegal screen here.
And it's only their first turnover here, so they've done a great job of protecting the rock.
Pelicans leading by 10. Cullen passes to Money. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Tatum. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Leaner from distance. They get the rebound. A second chance effort. A shot by Williams, no good. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Now the pass to Valanciunas. He dishes it to Ingram. Wants to get it to Brogdon and does. Over in the corner, Brown. Off target from outside. Pelicans shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Boston again missing. New Orleans leading by 10. Money passes to Williamson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Williamson's got his first bucket of the night. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game. Yeah, I mean, maybe he could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now a timeout called by Boston. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. So it's the New Orleans Pelicans closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
24.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Pelicans leading by 20. On the court right now for the Celtics. Brogdon on the wing. He's joined by Brown. In the post, it's Tatum and Williams. And it's White in at the point. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And a miss there on the triple. Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been just outrageous. 64% from the field to this point. And Doris, this Celtics team, very young. How are they doing?
In consecutive drafts, they drafted two talented and elite two-way players. That's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And so, yes, both guys are young, as is the entire core. But the fact is they've matured together, they've had deep playoff runs, and they remain dangerous.
Smart's checked in for the Celtics. Celtics trail by 20. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Williams. Brown outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Williamson. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Boston again missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Money passes to McCollum. Just his first attempt. That's good on the jump shot. McCollum's got the first bucket of the third here for New Orleans. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Brown outside. Outside Tatum. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, what we know about Malcolm Brogdon is he is Mr. Efficiency. It doesn't matter if it's from distance.
Pass to Ingram. Here's Money. Oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Team foul. At the line for your Pelicans, Money. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good for money. Both free throws good for money. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. Bottom line, more teams means more jobs. That's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. And Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you.
What you love about former Rookie of the Year Malcolm Brogdon is this guy gives you great effort on both ends. Can play the 1 and the 2 offensively, smart defensively, and the versatility is key.
Second free throw, no good. For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family, Greg, where education comes first.
And, well, Malcolm earning his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad and brother, lawyers. His mom involved in higher education. Brogdon, maybe the smartest guy in the NBA. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Brogdon, good, and Smart gets the assist. 6 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
Every guard in the NBA should have a floater game. Malcolm Brogdon goes to that aspect.
McCollum dishes to Williamson. Here's Ingram. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. It's good. Ingram's got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brown outside. It's Brogdon on the wing. The baseline J. Here's Williams. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Williams has got his first points of the night. That first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And you got to appreciate how much Robert Williams just gets after it on defense.
You really do, because he wants to block every single shot that goes up. He hits the glass now with a level of aggression after being challenged by his coaching staff. And goodness, his teammates love his energy.
New group in for the Celtics. Al Horford's checked in for Robert Williams.
Substitution on the court.
Get outside, get outside.
Brogdon outside. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devil, Ingram and Williamson. CJ McCollum out there with money, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
They've also done a heck of a job at the free throw line tonight. Good aggression has led to a number of easy chances and points at the line.
For a while, the East was all LeBron. And the West? Of course, as we know, the West was dominated by Golden State. But now, does the league, do you feel, more wide open?
Well, certainly, when you look at last season, I thought there were 4 teams in the East that absolutely had a shot to make the finals. Contingent on health. Obviously, Milwaukee, without Chris Middleton, struggled to get over the finish line. In the West, you had 3 teams who I thought legitimately could advance. So certainly the gap between playoff teams feels smaller.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Ingram passes to Money. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Smart up top. He's guarded by McCollum. The shot by Williams, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that 6th sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
And they'll get another chance. Boston again missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the 4th. To the paint, here's Money. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Tatum. And it's Brogdon off the drive. Outside, Smart. Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product. As more games are scheduled overseas. Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're tipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly.
For 3, Brogdon. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
3 points.
Smart's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pelicans leading by 23. Passes it to Money. Jacks up a 3. It's not going to go for him. Now Boston takes it the other way. Smart kicks to Brogdon. And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him. Boston making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Jackson comes in for Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olin, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Tremble. Will he perform when he has money right in front of him? Run up on that boy. Right in front of him. I just tapped his shoulder so I know that he is touchable. And then I turned him to a pre-K and eating Lunchables. And as you know, it's unrefundable. When you should never feel uncomfortable. Don't waste any time, bro. Just do the job right or you are surely going go knock on some wood, but I just feel I did incredible. How many? I don't know, but more than several. I know a lot of demons, I can summon any one of them. As if they were cuddling. Will he perform when he has money right in front of him? Run up on that boy right in front of him. I just tap